Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so grateful to see you all here. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for all the likes and subscribes and comments. I'm really grateful for your feedback, and I appreciate you watching my messages. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Litara White. I am an energy transformational healer, a singer, and a woman who brings unconditional love of the divine feminine on earth through my transformational talks, private mentorship, my creations, my singing, basically through my voice and my free self-expression. I do this as I feel guided by my soul, my authentic self, and I noticed how my energy has this invisible, magical effect of activating shifts and transformation for people who get in touch with it. And I am here on this channel just sharing my love and energy, and whatever messages come through me from the divine, from the universe, for the highest and best good of all humanity. I'd love to call this channel to be a safe space of love and compassion, and I'm doing my best to channel these energies through my videos, and I hope you really feel their value. I hope you find them useful, and thank you so much for your patience, guys. Yeah, it's been a few days since I made a new video. It's been a very powerful week. How are you guys doing? Let me know after all these powerful energies that we received with the Lionsgate portal on August 8th. I feel like I'm personally still integrating them, and I feel like that we have received a lot of signs and confirmations. So let me know, guys, if you did. I know after the video that I did about the Lionsgate's portal, whatever I saw, the visions and the activations for me personally, and some of the people that I know who watched my video, they came true. I've seen some manifestations and confirmation of these energies being integrated in my life, in my reality, and some of my clients and friends did too. So I'm really curious. Let me know if you have already started seeing any kind of bonuses and abundance manifestations this month in your life. I really hope it works out for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. So today I felt called to come up and share another message. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tune in. As you guys know, that I don't script my videos. I just tune in to the energy, to the collective energy field of the humankind and the group of people who are watching me, and I share whatever comes through, because I believe that our logical mind sometimes can be clouded with a lot of distortions, limiting beliefs, self-judgment, or sometimes past trauma can affect our perception of ourselves and the world, and it can get us into a very limited, programmed space where we are not able to fully open and receive unconditionally all the wisdom, all the energy, all the abundance, and all the messages that are wanting to come to us, right? Whether through our own selves, from by meditating, by connecting to ourselves, or from other people. As you know, our ego, if it's wounded, if it's hungry for love, it can distort our inner judgment of events and project negative thinking or limiting beliefs or stuff like that onto the messages and energies that are flowing towards us, that we are receiving from the universe, from the divine. And Let's just take a deep breath. You know, you can breathe with me, my friends. As many of you know, every video of mine, every talk, speech of mine is an activation too. I don't just speak, I bring energies and codes for our subconscious minds when I align with the energy that comes through, and I bring it forward into the world. And I invite you to relax and open your heart and mind to receive the activation that is coming through right now. And it's interesting because I'm feeling with the energy, this divine flow, right, that it's coming through right now, and I'm attuning to the collective energy of you guys watching. And I suddenly felt this pull, this interesting energy. I would call it emptiness or void. You know, there is some kind of empty space, or maybe someone feels empty on the inside, or maybe you have a void in a particular area of your life or internally. I feel that I'm getting an energy of someone who might have, you know, a little bit of void energy, emptiness within, you know. And please, just guys, use your judgment, right? Use your intuition. The messages that I channel, they are not for everybody, right? You know, I am a very exclusive, unique person, and I channel exclusive, unique messages and energies for specific, right, unique, exclusive groups of people or a group of people. And you know, we are all unique, and I believe that it is a privilege for other people to be in our field, and every human being is so unique and so valuable in their uniqueness that it is a privilege to, you know, come into their field, right? That's why we need to respect other people's boundaries, right? Their energy, space, their time, you know, their work, their presence, and so on, their knowledge. So just try to be mindful, guys. Like, you know, if you feel like this message is not for you, you don't align with this, something doesn't speak to you, then, you know, feel free to just disconnect, and this video may not be for you. But for those who resonate, just try to feel it in, you know, just feel it. And I know with my energy, the way it works, sometimes you can get an insight or realization or an inner feeling intuitively that this was for you, maybe after watching the video. A lot of people who work with me or have been in touch with me physically or online, you know, most of them report back that a lot of times they get insights and realizations just come to them. They have epiphany moments, aha moments, shifts, sudden emotions, emotional release, and magic, unbelievable events happening after a few days or some time after having watched my videos, or after having a private session with me, or a group activation or something like that, right? So take it if it resonates. And my invitation for you is just to take your time, right? Do not rush, because my energy, the divine feminine energy that I channel, this unconditional mother's love, divine mother, mother earth, mother nature, by definition, by essence, this energy is slow, you know, it's very deep, slow, and grounding. And in order for us to really take it in and receive the value of this energy, we must not rush it, right? So don't rush to conclusions, you know, just receive. Yeah, just receive the energy, receive the message. You know, if you don't have time, you can pause the video, come back to it. But I highly recommend to watch all my videos, you know, and one sitting, preferably in your headphones if you can, and in a relaxed state, or in the evening, while you're not driving, because all my all my videos and talks, they are charged with this invisible, divine, feminine, slow, deep, transformative energy. And it may cause you to start falling asleep. It may cause you to relax. And in order for you to really receive the value from my videos and my talks, you really need to give yourself time, right? And not rush, not being anxious or tired, or not being in a monkey mind kind of state, and allow your body, right, to absorb the energies that I channel, that I share with you guys. So this emptiness that I just got, let me try to feel more. What's this about? I'm asking the Divine Mother to show me and all of us what is this, what this void is about. I have a feeling, guys, I'm getting a feeling that some of you or someone who is watching, it's not like a, it's not like a desperation kind of suicidal, almost loneliness, It's not that you feel completely empty, right? But it's like it feels like you're doing fine overall, and you've done a lot of self-growth work, or, self-development, healing, counseling in your life, on your journey, right? You are a pretty advanced soul, I would say. It's like overall you're doing good, but it seems that there is a part that is a little, like, it's like in your energetic space of who you are, there is a little like room, right? A little room. It's not too big, but it's still there. I can feel it by some reason. Like I can feel this energy here, like it's like a little ball, of like an empty fish bowl, like I see this as a sphere, as this round energy, right next to me. It's interesting. And it's like the rest of the space of your inner self and other areas of your life, they seem to be pretty much more or less balanced. It seems like you did achieve a whole lot of balance, between work and personal life and something else, right? Some other areas of your life. And spiritually, I feel like this is your spiritual inner energetic space, that's what I'm feeling, you guys. Like this huge space, like, of who you are, your inner authentic self is pretty much balanced and congruent and aligned with the universe, with the frequency of abundance, with inner stability, with your spirit, with your body. But there is this like a sphere, that is empty. It feels like it's empty. And in your day-to-day life, how it translates for you, if you resonate with this message, it's like you go on, you kind of like, you wake up, do your thing, you live your life, you go to work, or you do your business, right? Whatever your occupation is. I feel like you are a person who has a lot of employees, right? Or people who you are managing. Like that's who you are. I feel like I'm getting a vibe of an executive leadership position, either in a company, or maybe it is your own company or big corporation. It's, the energy of your work, like whatever you are running, it feels like an empire. It seems like you've built an empire for yourself, or you're in the process of expanding your business and your activities, and you're on the way to become this emperor in your own business and your own life, and your work projects, they're growing really fast. It's like you are on the way to embody this emperor on a very, very high level. I'm getting like a vice president of a company or a hedge fund or something big that creates a lot of value for people, maybe even internationally, and you're like at the very top of it. Like I'm seeing you, and if you're not there yet, I'm telling you that this is gonna happen soon. Like I totally feel this, like, or this is what you are meant to be. Like you are meant to be this executive leader, top person in your work. That's the position that I'm seeing you. It's like you are meant to take, or you are already taken, your throne that is meant for you, right? And then there seems to be a little void-ish energy that you kind of feel, it's like you go in your day-to-day life and you do your things and activities, and then you go have fun, and maybe you like to sing or something like that. But then there are moments when when you disconnect, when, after all your work is done, you come back home after, meeting with your friends and stuff like that, right? And it's like you come back, maybe in the evening to your home, and I see you like getting into this relaxed space, you're just relaxing, just kind of connecting back to yourself, this peace and quiet kind of energy. And you start feeling again this little pull from this voidish space, this little mini emptiness, I want to call it, like this mini emptiness. I kind of feel it in your left side of your chest, kind of like in your heart. Well, for me, it's my left side. I don't know, but like that's how I'm getting it. And it's like this very, very quiet voice that no matter how much you try to silent throughout the day, right? With your mind being busy, doing your work, projects, phone calls, trips, communication with friends, socializing, etc., etc. It's like a part of you subconsciously was trying to shut it down. This little voice that comes from this small space within you that still feels empty. And this deep, I feel like it's it's a very, very deep level, for you guys. It's something almost intangible. You can't really see it. You can't really fully understand this energy with your mind. But deep down inside, in your core, in your body, in your soul, when you connect back to yourself, right? When you come home and you become alone with yourself, you start feeling it again. You start seeing and hearing. It's like you start hearing this little voice of your soul that is calling for you from this void space. And gentlemen and ladies, whoever is watching this, I just know that I'm not trying to offend you with these words, right? I'm not trying to diagnose or whatever, right? But I feel like if you resonate with this message, you know what this is, and you have been feeling it for a while. Like it wouldn't let you rest completely, throughout your life. It's like everything is fine, but something is missing. It's like you almost built the whole puzzle, the picture of your life and all areas of your life. You're healthy, you're stable emotionally, spiritually, financially. You seem to have a really, really pretty good connection to yourself, right? To your inner voice. But there is a little part of you. It's like there is one piece of puzzle, one last piece of the puzzle that is missing. And that little piece of the puzzle, that little emptiness in your heart, on the left side, in your chest, you can feel it. And the message that I'm getting for you, my friend, for whoever resonates with this, the message is that you cannot run away from it, no matter how much you are trying. And if this is triggering you, if this message is triggering you in any way, you know, if you start having some kind of feelings like, oh my God, like this is all BS, like what are you talking, you know, like I don't like this, then it's a sign that you need to definitely pay attention to this. And just know that I'm coming out of love. Everything I'm saying right now, right, I have no judgment. This is not to criticize you. This is just what I'm sensing on a deeper level, because I have the ability that, you know, that is my natural ability to feel and see things on a very, very, very deep level. And I see and I feel and I understand energies and things that a lot of people are not ready, or they maybe they cannot understand them on such a deep level, because this is who I am. I'm a very deep person and my energy works deep, right? This is why all my clients and friends and whoever comes in my life, whoever gets in touch with my energy, they all experience deep shifts and transformation in all areas of their lives, you know. And it's this power, the divine feminine healing energy, creative power, is almost invisible, but you feel it and you know that she's there, right? And she works in this invisible, magical ways. And all I'm trying to say, please take this message as a desire to support you, desire, and my intention is to help you gain some clarity, right? Because, you know, we're all human beings, and I've been there too, right? I'm a human, and we all have our egos, and we have our minds, and our human ego mind a lot of times doesn't like to see truths about ourselves, or, you know, doesn't want to accept, doesn't want to change when, you know, time has come to change, or time has come to understand something and move to our next level, right? See, but like if we are suppressing, or we're trying to ignore, you know, an inner calling from within ourselves, we cannot be fully whole and complete, you know what I mean? And then we cannot really move on in life to the next level in our self-realization, in manifestation over our highest potential of who we are and why we were actually born for on this planet Earth, if we don't trust and listen all parts of ourselves, right? And we need to go back deeper, on a deeper level, into this space in our hearts, or wherever you feel it in, and address, right? We need to go look, we need to take, you know, take ourselves in our hands, you know, like have some courage, right? Get some balls, and literally like just look deeper into ourselves and ask ourselves, like, what is there that I feel empty? Why do I feel that this energy is still sitting here? What does she or he want? Like, what does this part of me want to tell me, right? By this nagging feeling, it feels like this energy, you know, like she's present within you and she keeps like pulling you, your attention. It's like she's sending, this energy is sending, I'm seeing almost like, you know, impulses, like signals through your nervous system, through your blood, and into your brain. I'm literally seeing you guys' brain, and like the nervous system here, like, you know, your brain receives this, you know, it's almost like a radio communication, right? Like from here, this emptiness, and you're like boom, 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 you know, like to try to like knocking on your door, and the brain say, hello, I'm here, please shift your focus inwards, right? And pay attention, I'm here, I want to talk to you. Like it's like this energy is trying to get your attention for some reason. And sometimes, my friend, you know, I know for myself too, I've been there a lot of times, and sometimes I still resist looking deeper into myself. Sometimes we are able to do this process, you know, on our own, right? To just kind of shift our attention even more deeper within us. And sometimes it's hard because the mind is resisting, the ego is afraid of whatever, it's gonna find there. What if this is something scary, or what if I turn my attention to this void and I will find something that I don't like, or something that it's scary, or something that I deem bad or negative, right? There is a lot of self-judgment on a deeper subconscious level that was programmed into us, guys, as human beings from society and many other structures, energies, and organizations, right, for many, many years and centuries. And also we have that self-judgment subconsciously on a deep level also passed on to us from our ancestors. It's like it wasn't our DNA, right? And now what we're doing is we are unraveling, right? We are undoing this distorted energies in our DNA, right? We are shifting our DNA and like kind of clearing it of what's not true, right? And what's not ours, what doesn't align with who we are, with our authentic divine self. And these things, like, there is this self-judgment and self expectations that we have, right, within ourselves. A lot of times we project them onto other people, but in truth they all come from within, right? The source of all judgments and expectations is sitting within us, you guys. And it's on a very deep subconscious level, because I was shocked how deep it sits sometimes when I was working with myself, right? So my point was that a lot of times it's hard for us to do it alone, right? So this is an invitation for you, my friend, whoever resonates with this. If you feel the call and you are having a hard time, doing it all alone, right? You feel like, yes, you feel the call and you feel this emptiness and you want to address it and you want to go deeper, right? And create a shift and activate or heal something, or like understand on a deeper level and change and transform like what this is. But every time you try, it seems like you're not successful, or you seem to be postponing it or something like that. If you feel any kind of resistance or any kind of restlessness every time you try to do some kind of inner work with that, then know that it's okay to ask for help, right? Like there are other people, right? Like myself and other people, it can be a therapist, it can be a coach, it can be an energy healer, it can be a yoga teacher, it can be what I mean, like an expert in some kind of healing modality or transformational coaching, who can help you. That's the message I hear, that you are not meant, and you were never meant to do all the everything in your life all on your own. That's a very limiting belief, and it really, what it does, it kind of like, it pushes you away from your power. That's what I'm feeling. If you really, really wish to step into your full power as a person, as a leader in your life, in your environment, in your family, with your friends, right, with your finances, if you really wish to become, the greatest version of yourself, especially if you're a man, I'm really feeling this male, divine, masculine, beautiful energy. You cannot do this all alone. That's the message. And I feel like this is the message for all of us and for everybody, men and women. But I feel that I am specifically talking right now, and I meant to say this to, the divine masculines, right? The masculine half of our humankind, because I've seen that, men have been conditioned in our society for centuries, right? With this belief that, if I'm a man, right, I gotta be tough, and, I'm a provider, and I'm a leader, and, a real man, like I have to do it all alone, like I have to do this, and I'm responsible, and all of that, and some of it is true, right? Because, you know, like all men, you know, they were born leaders and they embody, you guys embody the divine masculine principle of earth, right? Which is physical strength, moral strength, but like you are the providers, you are the protectors of the divine feminine, right? Like you are, you know, physically going and doing, taking action, right? To manifest something beautiful, to create, to physically do something, right? Beautiful and powerful on earth. But at the same time, this is what I'm seeing, right? Like if you continue to believe that you have to do it all alone, right? It's like it's a very big restriction, right? It's like you tighten up all your source of power, like your flow, like the flow of your energy and your power and your inner magnificence and your personal magnificence. It's like you tightening it, you know, it's like I'm seeing you being in this flow. You're almost like a waterfall. You are like an ocean, a limitless ocean of energy and power and magnificence. And every time you try, right, like to like manifest it or like take the next step in your journey, in your life, this belief kicks in that I have to do it all alone from the subconscious mind, you know? And it's like, you know, it's like tying it up. It like ties up very tightly. It like squishes this flow, this ocean. It's like, it's almost like trying to squeeze an ocean in a little bottle, you know what I mean? And it's like, I gotta do it all alone. No. So it closes you in. It closes your power in the limitations of, you know, you as a singular individual being. It's like, I gotta do it all alone. It's like you're separating yourself energetically, mentally, and physically from the rest of the world, from the rest of your own universe, because you are the universe and there is no actual separation between the you and the rest of the world, because, you know, we are all one with the rest of the world. We are the world, we are the universe. So this universe of who you are, your power, it's unlimited and it's within you. It dwells within, right? So it's like it's trying to, right, kind of like expand from inside out. But in order for you to do that, to allow that expansion to happen and to fully, you know, receive, right, this huge flow and water flow of your energy, this energetic ocean of who you are. And I'm also hearing abundance, you know, in all aspects of your life. It's like you have to, you know, undo that knot, you know, it's like almost like a knot, you know, it's like you're tying up a knot above yourself. I don't know why, but I'm hearing like energetically it's like above your head. I don't know why. It's like you receive this energy from above, like from your divine essence, from the universe. It's not like universe wants to pour all this power, and your authentic self, or like your higher self, wants to pour all this power into you so that you can embody it and move on, right, and create and manifest your next level, so that you can become actually this emperor, right, whom I was speaking about at the beginning of the video. But in order to do this, right, you need to untie the knot, you know, of that kind of closes up your energy. It binds you from within. I'm actually seeing it's like, you know, like, and it's like really tightens you up from within. And you don't have to do it all alone. No, my friend, you don't. So, and I'm also hearing the word vulnerable. It really has something to do with you allowing yourself to be vulnerable. It has to do with your vulnerability, right? Because it's very vulnerable, especially for a man, I feel like, you know, to step out and say, hey, you know, like reach out to someone else, especially if it's a woman, like to reach out and say, hey, you know what, I need some help, right? I need, you know, right, I need guidance with that, or I need support, or I need, you know, right, like I need some resources. Like I'm seeing you, like your throat, I'm seeing your throat, and like you saying something to someone, right? Maybe you need to call, or, you know, someone, or reach out to a person, right, to help you, right, to guide you. You know, it's kind of like like someone is there for you to take you over this bridge, right, from your current state of energy, right, like from your current reality, right? Someone is offering you, right, like this hand of guidance, right, and friendship and support to like take you by the hand and say, hey, you're not alone, you know, let me help you, let me take you across this bridge, which will bring you to your next level, to your next higher timeline. It's like the next level of your life, guys, you know, that luxury reality that I spoke about before, right? This opulence, this magnificence, this, you know, manifestation in all shapes and forms of your inner magnificence, right, of your inner wealth. Like, you know, you are meant to step into this wealth of love, wealth of opportunities, wealth of, you know, money. Anything that your heart desires and beyond is awaiting for you there, right, on this other side, in that timeline, in that reality. It's like the next step for you in your life. But until you fully allow yourself to be vulnerable for a moment, right, and reach out to someone, it may be a friend, it may be a mentor or a coach, it may be just a friend, right, it may be a therapist, right, it may be a massage therapist, maybe you just need to go to massage, right, maybe you need to just kind of, right, reconnect with your body on a deeper level. Like, I don't know what this energy this is for you, my friends, you know, but I'm strongly hearing this. You need not do this all alone, because this is who we are at essence, my friends. You know, we are born as divine essences. We are particles that make up the divine. We are particles, we are the atoms that make up the body of the universe. You know, this separation between people, right, and objects is an illusion. It's an optical illusion. In our dimension, this is how we see things. Like, we see with our eyes, right, in our three-dimensional world. Our brain, you know, was set up in a way that we physically, with our eyes, we see that, you know, this is me, right? I am Latara, and I am a person, and this is you, like, and that's the rest of the world. Like, so this separation, this physical separation, it's technically an optical illusion, because in truth, on a deeper level, we are all connected through our hearts, right? Like, we are all making up this huge energy, one big body, right, that we call life, universe, divine, nature, like whatever you want to call it, right? So when we step out, right, when we step out our own, right, this inner mental illusional barriers and boundaries of like, oh, you know what, I am me and that person is there, you know, and this separation, basically this is kind of like the definition of our human ego, you know. And just know, guys, ego is neither good nor bad, it's just is. Like, ego creates conditions for us to be embodied here as humans on this planet, and is needed, right, for us to be born, to incarnate here, right, as souls, right? But like, this physical container, right, with our human personality, that is kind of created, right, by our ego, our who I am, right? This physical personality, this identity, it's not everything who we are, you know what I mean? It doesn't define us. It doesn't define our true nature, right? Naturally, we are everything, right? And we just express. We are the universe that expresses itself through each individual here on earth. Like, and we just playing this game, you know? It's like when we were born, our souls, like we signed we signed the contract. You know, it's like we're playing a video game here. So we all kind of agreed, right, energetically, spiritually, like, hey, you know what, when I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna be, you know, this separate person, and you're gonna be that separate person, and we're gonna play this game called humanity, you know, and we're gonna play this game and pretend that we don't know each other and we're separate. We're gonna play this game of separation, and we're gonna play the illusion that I am separate from the rest of the world. But this is not true on a deeper level. So when you're going to step out of the limitations and this belief that you have to do it all alone, right? That your human personality has programmed into itself. You know, when you're going to allow yourself to reach out for whatever assistance and support you might need, maybe it's just some advice, you know, a strategy session with someone, maybe an expert in some kind of field. Also, I'm hearing that you may need to delegate, right? Hire people, hire someone, or delegate some tasks that you still feel like you need to do all on your own. Maybe that has to do something with delegation. Like, just think about, you know, like, it's an example. That's what I'm also getting. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable as a human being, as a man, and reaching out to ask with your words, you know, for some kind of assistance, for some kind of help or clarity, it seems that it feels that you will cross this boundary. It's like you will cross this bridge, you will cross this border. Like, I'm seeing you right, you know, at some line. No, there is a line, but like they need to cross over, right, in order to step. It's like, you know, when you're crossing borders between countries, you know, it's like when you step over, it's like a different country, like that new country, that's like a new reality. That's your new level, my friend, right? So, and I'm seeing you standing at this line, and all I need to do in order for you to cross over, to step over and enter your new lifetime, your new reality, sorry, is to be vulnerable, to accept fully your vulnerability, to go deeper, fall deeper into your heart, trust it, listen to it, and do what you feel from within. They're telling me, like, do what you feel, what this voice from the emptiness is telling you. This little voice is telling you, like, you know, she wants to tell you something. She's reaching out and she holds the key. I feel like she holds the answers that you're looking for. And in order for you to do that, like to access that part of you, it is required of you to be vulnerable. And I'm also hearing for you, I think it may be helpful. You may think, or maybe someone told you and instilled in your mind, that if you as a man or as a human being, you may be a woman, I'm not sure, if you are asking for help, it means that you're helpless, you know. So like, you're helpless, you're in a victim mentality, you know, which is very frowned upon in our society, right? Like, being a victim is very judged. Society judges a lot, my friends, right? And we know that. So it's like this fear, like you don't want to do it because you're afraid of being seen as a victim, or you're afraid of being seen as helpless, or, you know, weak. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of men and a lot of people have had this distorted belief that asking for help and being vulnerable means to be weak. Society, you know, sometimes sees it as weakness. But I am telling you right now that it's not true. That doesn't mean you're weak. That doesn't mean you're a pussy, you know, that doesn't mean anything. That just means that you are a human. Being vulnerable is one of the greatest qualities of our humanity, of who we are. Without being vulnerable, we cannot be fully human. And without being fully human, my friends, we cannot fully live here on this planet Earth, and we cannot be fully happy on a deeper level. We cannot be fully complete, right? And fully enjoy this life, this physical reality, this world, if we are not embodying our humanness, you know, our human self. So this is just a journey for you that is taking you to your next level by accepting the fact that you're vulnerable and you're human, and that is okay. And this vulnerability, gentlemen, is also part of your inner feminine essence, right? Remember, like I said before, we all, no matter the gender, we all people, everybody holds the energy of a soul, which is both yin and the yang, divine feminine and divine masculine energy. No matter the gender, we contain both of them. So we need both energies to be complete, to be whole and happy and abundance, and to fully succeed in this lifetime at whatever we want to put our minds to, right? So please remember that. And I feel that I'm talking to a masculine collective right now. If you're a man and you feel this message and it resonates with you, you guys are going right now on earth collectively, majority of men, you guys are going through a deeper awakening and reactivation and reconnection of your inner feminine, quote unquote, feminine essence, right? Your inner feminine yin energy. Sorry, which means, trust in your heart, as strongly as your logical mind. Like you're falling in deeper into your heart, you're starting to accept your emotions, your inner child, your intuition, all this invisible, intangible, sensitive things that we call feminine energy, right? The intuition, the sensuality, the emotions, the vulnerability, or like being vulnerable, right? Allowing yourself to receive in whatever capacity, to receive assistance, receive help, receive guidance, receive money, receive this receiving side part, half of you, right? The receiving and giving. Receiving is the feminine, giving is the masculine. Like we are re-establishing our inner balance, you guys, right? So now, as the divine feminine energy is awakening and strengthening throughout the world, right? In women and in men too. You gentlemen are going through this process as well. You are reconnecting and you are being called to a deeper and deeper reconnection and full acceptance unconditionally of your inner feminine energy. She is being reawakened and reactivated within you so that you can, reconnect with her and balance out your inner feminine and your inner masculine. This way you are coming into wholeness, into complete alignment, into complete authenticity of who you are, and into your divine whole expression as God on earth, as this divine higher consciousness, as this emperor who you were born to be. Without being whole and embodying both of this energy, like accepting both energies equally, the feminine and the masculine, giving and receiving, right? Doing and being, thinking and feeling, without this oneness between the mind and the heart, you cannot become an emperor in this world, period. It's not going to work until your next level. It's not going to work from now on planet Earth, right? So this is your call. This is your activation, an invitation for you to go deeper, to fall deeper into your vulnerability and your allowing yourself to receive whatever you feel that you need to receive without judgment of yourself, without fear of being blamed, of being seen as victim, as weak, and so on. Guys, don't give a shit about whatever people think about you. People's opinion about you doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is for you here and now is that you take the necessary steps and allow yourself to be who you are and be authentic and act out of your authenticity, out of what you feel inside in your heart, and not out of what society is telling you that you should do, or your mind, out of fear, in order for you to transcend to the next level of your reality, of your life, because you are meant to be this powerful leader and an emperor creating global impact on earth. And that's what's need it right now. You know, I feel like you're ready, though. I feel that you are ready and you understand. And I feel like on a deeper level, somewhere intuitively within yourself, you have been feeling that, and you were kind of thinking about this, that yeah, you know, I feel like I should do this, and I feel cold, and I know that it's okay. I feel like you do know. You do know already. You do acknowledge, or you maybe will realize and acknowledge this to yourself very soon after watching this, that you are okay, and that, you know, it's okay for you to be vulnerable, and it's okay for you to fall deeper and connect into your heart, and it's okay, right? It doesn't make you weak, or doesn't make you helpless, it doesn't make you bad, and so on. Like, you know, I feel like you do know. You will feel it. You know, you acknowledge it already. You realize you're a very, very smart, wise person. You know it. And I've been speaking mostly to a male collective. Hold on one second. Sorry guys, there was this police alarm going on outside, and I felt like it was just, maybe you can hear it. So yeah, so to finalize, I feel like I've been speaking mostly to a masculine collective, but if you're a woman who's watching this and you feel everything and it resonates, everything that I said with you and your life, and with the stage of where you are at in your life, please take the message if it resonates. It's not just for men, but it's just because I feel like I am mostly here. I feel called on a soul level, right, to provide support and transformation and activations and healing for divine masculines. This is why I feel this message was coming through very strongly, right? But if you're a woman, remember, like we as women, we also have our inner masculine, right? So if this resonates with you, it means that your inner masculine also, he may not be allowing you, right, to be vulnerable and to ask for help, for guidance, to reach out in any way possible. Maybe your vulnerability also means that, you know, maybe you want to go online, or maybe you want to go public, maybe you want to start doing something, you know, on YouTube channel or on Instagram, like on social media. Maybe you want to start promoting your services or sharing your project or creating anything that you want, and you want to share it with the world, right? And maybe you're kind of afraid, right, to put yourself out there. This also has to do with our inner masculine, not allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, right? Because it takes a lot of vulnerability, right, to speak publicly like I do, right, and put up this 52-minute long videos, you know, with a lot of stuff that comes through on, you know, publicly out there. You know, it's scary. It can be scary, and I've been through that, guys. Like, you know, it took me 2.5 years from the moment that when I got the vision that I this is what I meant to do. My soul calling is, you know, many things, but also this is my purpose. Like, this is part of who I am. I am meant to speak publicly, you know, and I'm meant to start with YouTube. And I got that vision and idea like over 2 years ago, and it took me like this long to get to the point to break my inner conditioning, to, you know, heal my ego and open up my heart, and to allow myself to be vulnerable, and to heal myself enough that I feel confident to be present and share this with the world and go public, basically, right? So I totally understand you. I've been there, and I'm still sometimes struggling, you know, with going online and doing videos, and it's getting better. So trust me, once you take the first step, it's just gonna go, you know, by itself. You're gonna go with the flow, and it will just take you, and it's gonna happen more and more natural. So don't be shy, don't be afraid, be vulnerable, guys. Remember, this is part of us. Vulnerability makes us human. It doesn't make us weak. It doesn't make us bad. It doesn't make us helpless. It doesn't make us victims. Vulnerability makes us human, period. And we are here for this. We are here to live as human beings on earth and play this game called life, right? We're here to fucking enjoy it. Like, so how we need to be human, fully come into our human body and enjoy the heck out of it. So without vulnerability, we cannot express fully our authentic self. We cannot be fully who we are. without being vulnerable, without being human, because it's one of the rules of the game here on earth. We are in a physical body, and this physical body is human, and our ego and our self-identity, it also is human. We are on a planet that is inhabited by humans, and we need to accept that, right? And part of accepting that, this is part of our unconditional self-love. We love ourselves unconditionally. When we are vulnerable, when we are strong, when we cry, when we laugh, when we fail, when we succeed, when we are angry, when we are happy, when we are alone, when we are friends, when we are broke, when we are wealthy, we are here to love ourselves unconditionally. And this is what I'm about. My messages and my energy is here to activate everyone, to let everyone know that it's okay to be human. And our humanness, our humanity is also divine, right? Our physical life is as divine and as holy and is sacred as the divine energies that we can find in churches or religion spoke about. There is nothing unholy in this world. You are holy and divine because you are human. And the universe is the unconditional love. We are all made, guys, literally, you are literally a manifestation through physical body of universal unconditional love. So I feel like this is the time. Now is the time to fully accept our human characteristics, and vulnerability. Reaching out, open up is going to lead us to oneness, to unity, to love, to progress, to transcendence into the next dimensions of our civilization. We are going up to the next level, guys. There is nothing that can stop this process. So I'm telling you now, the next level is living in unconditional love of ourselves and others in society. In this way, we will create a new society on earth. Like, our life is going to be very, very, very different in a few years. I'm telling you guys, I can already see it. I see it. But in order for us to manifest that, in order for us to make it happen, we need to start with ourselves individually, right? And we need to fully start loving ourselves unconditionally. It is time to claim who we are, guys. As human beings, as divine souls, as children of God, of the universe. We are the unconditional love itself, expressed through our body and through everything that we are on the human level. Our human physical life is the expression, is the channel through which we express and live the unconditional love that sits in our hearts, that dwells within ourselves, and that is our essence. We are here just to live our essence. We are here to be who we are, which is love, unconditional. So I wish you guys a beautiful, beautiful day, night, weekend, whatever you wish. And I'm wishing you guys to love yourselves even more unconditionally. Please accept this message with love. And I'll see you soon. Stay tuned for more activations. And if you need help and support, I do offer private mentorship, and group sessions are coming soon. And my contact information is below in the description box. Please feel free to reach out if you need any assistance. I am here for you with love and without judgment. Mwah. See you soon, guys. I love you. Bye.